Yo, this the real truth artist, man. Hope y'all having a blessed day. I am, because I can be here with y'all. Uh, we got a news clipping about a auditor. Now, this auditor is 61 years old. She still get out here and make sure citizens are straight. Make sure that they are being recorded, because you don't know what the police gonna do to you. I mean, if it ain't on film, if it ain't on tape or video, then it can change to a little traffic stop, to a shooting, or something bad, a beating or anything like that. So this woman is 61 years old and still get out there to make sure the citizens straight. I know some people don't like the citizens recording them, but it's for your own good. I mean, because you have some road officers that's out there that will do anything to you because they out there by themselves and everything. And even if they have backup, the backup is gonna ride with them, not you, not the citizen. The backup is coming for their officers. Not see, a lot of people don't understand that when the backup come on scene, they don't want to hear nothing the citizen have to say. They want to hear what the officer have to say. They buddy have to say. These are things that a lot of people don't understand. But Carolina been doing this for a long time. I've been watching her excel, reach high limits. I mean, she don't have to do it. She don't have to do it. She's 61 years old. She don't have to do it. But she had a calling, and the calling was to make sure her people are all right. And you can say whatever, but I feel like that's calling to, uh, the Lord called her for this. Now she had a like I know, like I said, in Fort Worth, Texas. In Fort Worth, Texas, they know her very well. Period. Because she be on scene with the police every time there's a call. She's coming out there. A lot of people don't like it, but I done seen situations where citizens don't like it, and next thing you know, something happened and everything. They have to use the auditor video to show exactly what happened to them, because the police don't, the higher ups don't believe it, and they have their body cams, but their body cams it takes so long to even get them, years, or sometimes in some occasions years to get their body cam, because the chief won't let it go, or the mayor won't let it go, or the prosecutor won't let it go, or the lawyers for them will not let it go. So you got to understand that if you don't film the police, then it's your word against them. Your word against them once it goes to court, and they have the uniform. They sit in the juries. They sit in the stand. They sit on the stand. The officer can say whatever he wants, and most of the time he's going to lie. He can say whatever he wants. The jury is listening to him. Now the jury is sitting up there saying, "Okay, this is a regular citizen, and this is a police officer. I have to believe them. I have to believe them. They're not on the Brady list, because most departments won't even put their officer on the Brady list, even if they catch them lying. Prosecutor would go hard. They will go strong, because they know the jury will listen to officer. Even if the prosecutor know that the officer lied, they still will put him on stand, because 9 times out of 10, Jury gonna believe the officer. Now, she come to the scene where it's just a parked cars that they're towing. Just parked cars that, for real, parked cars that they're just towing. I can understand a criminal investigation or this and that and everything. She have to be off scene, or or put up yellow tape. If it's so important like that, this parked cars that's being towed. So obviously, you're doing something wrong. You don't want the public to see you towing cars that's supposed to be illegally parked. Now, the 31, Carolina went and talked to the people that are getting their car towed. She was 31 years old, and the woman told her that she paid $31 to make sure her car wouldn't be towed. So they doing this illegal. I already know it because they towing it anyway. It's money. It's revenue for the city. It's revenue. Fort Worth, Texas. If you don't know, big. I mean, Texas itself is big, but they have so many suits, lawsuits, and this and that and everything that they have to make up for it. But police out here doing wrong, they roll, and you have a lot of police that's doing bad things when they on their own cars, and even if they have a buddy riding with them, a buddy system, they what they call a buddy system when they ride together, which I'm all for that. But most of the time, when a cop been riding with another cop so long that they'll let them get away with anything. But I want y'all to look at this news clip.
Isn't this a great idea for community relations to start towing people's cars?
A little after 3 a.m. Sunday, Carolyn Rodriguez was behind the camera, where she is often.
What's going on?
Fort Worth PD says the police officers she was recording were investigating a hit and run in the West 7th Entertainment District.
Fine.
Though it's clear Rodriguez thinks they were just towing cars.
How do you know if they paid or not, ladies?
There's no crime scene tape, but the video shows a police officer ask Rodriguez to move across the street.
No, I'm not going to before. There's no investigation. There's no nothing.
You can go to the other side of the street. You're going to get arrested. I'm not warning you again.
What are you talking about?
Go to the other side of the street right
Why?
now.
Wait, tell me why first.
You're under arrest. You're not.
No, I'm not under it. Okay.
Stop resisting.
This is what she looked like Monday on her way back from the hospital with attorney CJ Grisham.
My elbow was knocked out of socket. My shoulder was knocked out of socket.
Grisham says he aims to file a lawsuit by the end of the day.
I mean, I don't know how you take back the fact that you threw that you body slammed like a sack of potatoes a woman for either one, having a camera, or two, asking why. That is inhuman behavior.
Any other outbursts from the audience, I have to have you removed from the council chamber.
During Tuesday's city council meeting, protesters supporting Rodriguez delayed work for more than 10 minutes. Councilman Chris Nettles has asked his colleagues to delay their scheduled summer break and meet on the incident next week. He wants Fort Worth PD to release all of its video, too. It's unclear what video exists, but in a statement, Fort Worth PD said, "We are committed to accountability and transparency in all operations and will ensure that this investigation is thorough and impartial."
The community is upset. The community only sees one side. And so that's why it's important. Release the footage.
More than 85,000 people subscribe to Rodriguez's YouTube page, which is filled with videos of her run-ins with law enforcement around the area.
They always start it. They do it to themselves.
Just last week, Tarrant County settled a lawsuit with Rodriguez, who'd argued a sheriff's deputy assaulted her by swatting away her camera in 2022. She secured $6,000.
Nothing that happened prior to Sunday night matters. You have to look at each individual incident.
Police analyst Douglas Deaton tells WFAA he needs to see more video to make judgments about Sunday's incident. But in Plano, he trained police how to deal with people who live stream investigators' work.
I always recommended that people handle this with boldness, with a bold and friendly professionalism, to never fear the camera.
He says police should proactively offer their names and badge numbers and answer questions. But Deaton acknowledged there's no widely accepted best practice for handling so-called First Amendment auditors.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like how the news said so-called First Amendment auditors. I don't like it. I got a pet peeve about that. I mean that they doing something that y'all ain't out there doing. Y'all covering up for the police. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all only thing y'all do is just come on scene and everything and listen to what the police say. Y'all don't go and ask the victim what they said, what they know what happened. Y'all don't do none of that investigating. Y'all, sometimes you will, but why don't you ask the police certain questions? What was the initial? What was the initial uh reason why the police was there? One said it was a hit and run. The other people saying that they towing their cars illegal. Put that out there. Put both sides out there and let the citizens choose what they want to hear. Or I mean what they believe. It's bad when it comes to 61-year-olds getting thrown to the ground. Lip inside of her lip had to be 6 stitches. Shoulder, elbow knocked out of socket. Uh, bruises and abrasions all to her head. Probably had a concussion. I mean, it's crazy. It's it's uncalled for. But do you think police care about? I mean, the officer that done this probably would do his own grandmother like this. I done seen cases where officers don't even they arrest their own family members for arguing with them. But think this officer got any respect for his family? I doubt it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I doubt it. I bet you it's 60. If he got a 61-year-old grandmother, he'll do it the same way. The same way. I got my grandmother. I wouldn't even dare. If she was still here, I wouldn't even dare do anything like this. I mean, this is disgusting. This is something that a evil person will do. If he'll do this to a 61-year-old, what else you think he'll do? Or kind of jacket you think he has? I mean, what have he done in the past? But all of this is gonna lead to them selling out. They ain't gonna go to these cowards won't go. They will not go to this would be handled out civil. Civil. I mean not civil, but taxpayer would be paying for this. Put it like that. For one officer. And it's gonna be big. It's not gonna be no little settlement with this. It's gonna be big. But they constantly doing this and everything. How can you bag up the blue? How can you bag the blue up if they're constantly doing this? Yes, we have they say a fruit bed apples, but it was two ladies on scene, two female officers on scene. They done had encounters with Carolina before. They done had encounters with her. They didn't like her, so they allowed it to happen. But first thing one of the female officers say, it goes forward. The first thing she said was, "She's bleeding." They call, and then you can hear the male officer say, "Call the sergeant." He got on the radio and called the sergeant first, and then the ambulance. Listen, the ambulance should be called first. But he knew he had just messed up because he said, call the sergeant and then the ambulance. So you already, in his mind, he already know that he had just messed up. But it's just time for this to quit. Stop it. Y'all out here just running road, doing what you want to. In academy, what do they teach you this? And if they're teaching this in the academy, they need to PT. Even when you get on the street, the PTOs, that's the field training officers. They shouldn't be training these folks to do things that man. I think the site evaluations that a department should have should be way stricter. I mean, if they fail, they fail. Don't hire them anyway. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think and everything. I'm gonna do another one about this because they went to the council meeting. They went to board and I want to figure out what they're gonna do. All right, y'all have a blessed day, man. I love y'all. Stay up and the real truth artist, man.